This here is the hotel video that we see with Cassie Ventura. Cassie, her stage name is was once the partner of Diddy. This is the infamous video where he assaults her there in the hotel public corridor at the Intercontinental Hotel, where easily other people could have been walking around. Maybe he rented out the whole floor. I don't know, but obviously horrific video, a bit grainy. So I have Eric Faddis here, and I got to ask you about this. R. Kelly got away with having sex with a 14-year-old on camera in front of Soul Train Awards in clearly his house. Could I was going to say R. Kelly. Could Diddy have pulled the same sort of thing here rather than coming out with that video?
Yeah, allegedly birds of a feather there.
Yeah.
Hard to say. Uh, it seems pretty ironclad to me, and especially with the apology now. But there are some defenses that could come into play. We don't know exactly what happened immediately preceding this incident, and I imagine that that's in dispute and words that were said and that kind of thing. But I think it's mostly curtains on
Yeah.
this one for Diddy.
Yeah, and I want to correct myself because I said having sex with a four. That was rape. That was flat out rape. I don't want to be anybody think I'm meaning anything less than what it was, but that was certainly rape with R. Kelly. When you have this going on, and now these potential witnesses, these people who have we've learned is they're in the videos, his security videos of his home that the authorities have obtained, and they're saying, be prepared. We may be calling you as well as some of the people who filed civil lawsuits. Is it going to be difficult? And what sort of steps go into this with a grand jury compelling some of these people to testify against Diddy? Because maybe some, maybe really don't want to, maybe want justice, but don't want to be in that circle of madness.
Sure. There are two issues there. One is the breadth of the evidence of this investigation spans decades, multiple states. It's huge. A ton of electronic surveillance, I'm sure, is being reviewed as we speak. Another issue is that victims who have been victimized don't always want to come forward. That's an unpleasant process for them.
Yeah.
And so, certainly a grand jury subpoena could compel them to testify, but how cooperative, how helpful are they going to be, especially if they've made peace with this and just
Yeah.
want to move past it in their life?
Do they have to testify? I guess would be the question. If they're not the ones bringing charges against Diddy, and they've made peace with it, they've said to themselves, "It's not worth my mind and my life and any efforts to go out there and my name to be connected to this man. I'd rather just be silent." But when you have something this big going on, do they have a choice if the government wants their story?
If it depends on how the government asks for it. If the government asks for it by calling them or sending an email saying, "Hey, can you please come in and give us your version of events?" They're free as citizens to say, "No, I'm not interested in that." However, if the government takes it up a notch and serves them with a grand jury subpoena or some sort of equivalent, typically they are not able to get out of that obligation to testify.
We know that his drug mule, the one that was picked up the day that all the charges went down, they've cut a deal with him, which is not surprising at all. Uh, in something like this, God knows what's on those tapes in terms of bad behavior with other people, possibly celebrities. We've heard the allegations against Cuba Gooding Jr. and things of that nature. Um, do you expect a lot of deals to be cut soon with a lot of people to go, "We're not going to go after you for this criminally unless you get on our side here"?
This is going to be a very sensitive investigation with sensitive information about high profile people. And so, how is the government going to manage all of that? How are they going to potentially protect
Yeah.
witnesses, give them deals to testify without disclosing perhaps some alleged misdeeds that are on some of this footage? It's going to be a really difficult process.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting where we might see, maybe I'm wrong on this, correct me, where you might see a lot of high profile people having some very bad acts being named, but not necessarily being criminally prosecuted because they're providing the government with what they need to take down Diddy and whatever bigger enterprise may be here.
I think that's exactly right. Just speculating, but hypothetically, let's say that there is a video from Diddy's house that shows a sexual assault, and it also shows a celebrity using some illegal drugs.
Mhm.
The government could easily go to that celebrity and say, "Hey, we could try to pop you for felony drug possession, but instead, we're not going to charge you if you agree to testify as to what you saw during that day." And I imagine the folks involved might be inclined to go along with the government and testify against Diddy in part to save their own hide.
Things are falling down for him. He better get those posthumous raps in the can so he can release them while he's either in prison or dead. I'm also wondering about that. I'm like, narcissists don't usually end it for themselves, and in no way do I want that to happen. But the walls are closing in, and people can do very extreme things right
Yeah, no question. And he's not dealing with complete saints throughout his whole career,
now.
and those folks are going to be implicated, and who knows what's going to happen.
No. Hey, thanks for checking out the video. Be sure to follow us wherever you download podcasts, and especially Apple Podcasts, where you can get advanced episode and premium content on our premium channel right there. Also, be sure to follow us on social media so you don't miss any breaking updates on the stories that matter to you most. We're on TikTok, X, Instagram, Facebook. Just search Hidden Killers Podcast with Tony Brueski, and you'll find us right there. Again, thanks for watching.